Wonderful, lovely bendy friendies. It's an amazing day because, first of all, we are playing one of my favorite games of all time, Magic the Gathering, again. And I want to stress this release, Wilds of Eldraine, is really special to me because it is a standard set. Standard is my favorite format to play, probably tied with Draft, but again, if you made me pick one, I would pick Standard. And the last set, Lord of the Rings, was amazing, even though I was awful and lost all my drafts horrifically. You can find those videos on my YouTube. I was a little crestfallen that I couldn't play those cards in Standard. But now, we got 3-year Standard coming up, which means that my old Jund list, Soul of Windgrace, I can still run that. I can still run Cruelty of Gix, and we get more stuff. I'm feeling a big surge of excitement to do a bunch of Magic content over the next 4 months. And since the new set has dropped, we are kicking off with a seal, one of my favorite ways to start doing any set. And I noticed that there were a lot of rats. So I made myself a kind of funky red-black rat deck. And you're noticing some green in there. Don't make eye contact with me. Let me tell you what I'm doing. So we have a lot of power cards like Twisted Sewer Witch. Create a 1/1 black rat token. Then for each rat you control, create a Wicked Roll token attached to that rat. So if we can get a bunch of rats out, we can get a bunch of these Wicked Rolls slapped onto them. This is... And if I understand this interaction correctly, it says if a creature has more than one roll controlled by the same player attached to it, so if I had like a Wicked Roll and then another Wicked Roll, or a Wicked Roll and then a Hero Roll, all but the most recent one is put into the graveyard. And I think this means that if I get multiple Wicked Rolls on there, all of them deal 1 damage. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but when has that ever stopped me from firing straight into the game? So we have this Twisted Sewer Witch, which is a great rat payoff. What is living down in the lower end is some just sort of the common rat generators, Voracious Vermin, Edgewall Pack. We also have some good rares, Tangled Colony, helping us generate more rats. We have some other rat-type things. We have Rat Out. We get to make 2 rats. We have a lot of rat stuff. But also, we have an insane amount of removal in the form of things like Cut In, Shatter the Oath, Destroy a Creature, Make It Wicked. Candy Grapple, Monstrous Rage, Stone Splitter Bolt. We have a lot of ratty stuff. We also kind of have some interestingness and shared animosity. Whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking creature that shares a type. The type is going to be rat, baby. So as I was building this deck, I was finding that I had around 14 creatures, and I really wanted to get to 16. And this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus Rat Out for 16. I was trying to find a way to sneak in an extra creature, and I saw that I had Questing Druid. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until your next turn, you may play them. That's pretty good. So I put in Redcap Thief, which makes a treasure. I put in Grabby Giant, which makes a treasure. And I put in Crystal Grotto, which can make green mana, so we might even have a way to cast the Questing Druid. Or wait, should this just be... I think I prefer a Crystal Grotto over a Forest, but this was sort of my logic. So we're rats, removal, and happy as can be. What about you? How you doing? Oh, we're purring a lot, huh? Let's see if we can get some meows. Uh-oh, I can see her little tail flicking with intensity. I can see it. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing? Hey, Dispy. Dispy. Make some noise. All right, whatever. We got a hater in our midst. So this looks like a pretty bad hand, unless we draw a red mana. I'm going to go ahead and mulligan. This is better. Put back the one that I cannot play. And, much to my chagrin, I don't have a good 2-mana play. But I'll probably just use it to Questing Druid. Dude, I love Magic so much. Like, literally this morning, I had a bunch of stuff I needed to get done with. Oh, perfect black mana. I had a bunch of stuff I had to get done. And so I was hurrying. And then there came a moment where I was like, yo. Until your next end step. Okay, so I should probably hold this off. Plan on making them rats. Let's see what Cabino does. So this is a fairy cheapener. We actually have a lot of good removal. Do I actually want to do this now? I'm going to go ahead and do this now. We have some 1-mana removal. We have... Alright, perfect. Actually, literally perfect. Alright. Opponent chose real colors. Damn. So savage. So brutal. So we're going to take a little pain here. I don't know how fast or slow the set is. And this is one of the rare occurrences where the first time that I've looked at the cards in depth was today. Like, just this morning. So we have Voracious Vermin. I think that what I will rather do is swing and then probably end of turn Ratcatcher Trainee to spam out. We're not exactly an aggro deck. We're sort of like a use a lot of red-black removal, get enough rats, and then win. Meow, see, that's you, Desper. Let me adjust this camera. I've been adjusting the camera a lot. It is dying. The port is dying hard. Dude, I looked up. This particular type of DSLR is supposed to have the port being used. The port being like the cord that goes from my camera into the computer. It's supposed to be used between 30 minutes to an hour at a time. And this camera is on like 12 hours a day. When Lord Skitter's Blessing enters the battlefield, create a Wicked Roll. Great, at the beginning of your draw step. If you control an enchanted creature, you lose 1 life and you draw an additional card. Yo, that's... Alright. So wicked. And as a fan of the Maze Runner series, I know that Wicked is good. Dudunts. Wicked is good is one of the... Meow. Sorcery speed. So I think that what I want to do... Yeah, I think I want to swing out. And just see what they do. Bottom. Whatever one on the top. I don't think so. Them spending the whole turn to do that shit is totally fine by me. So they're at 4 mana. And they're losing life. And we have Shadow the Oath, so it's pretty good. Agony Ruin says, Sean, I'm new to your streams. I enjoy your energy and way with words. Oh my god, thank you. Welcome to our word-heavy, highly variant energy streaming that we do here. They ever finished the movie trilogy? I only remember up to the second one. No. I've actually not even read the 3rd book of Maze Runner. The Maze Runner. What was the second one called? Because I know the last book is Death Cure. Lord Skitter's lengthy text. Choose 1, make a rat, sack a creature, get menace. Alright, cool. I think I swing out, right? I can just really put on some pressure, huh? Oh shit, we got reality here? Oh my god, how embarrassing. To swing, Or not to swing. I'm going to swing. Because I have Minecart Daredevil. So this is fine and goes through. This has first strike, so I will give it the buff. That dies, but then this one dies, which does enlarge the Voracious Vermin. And then I can play the Minecart Daredevil. And we have roughly the same board as we did last turn. Look at that, dude. Lord Skitter's Blessed, it's also trying to kill the other guy. This is great. Reality in my stream? It might be more likely than you think. Alright. Very well. So what happens if and when I shoot this guy? I will have the first striker gain the thing. I know there's probably bound to be some sort of cool defense thing. Alright. Not for villain, though. Did we get an enchantment lethal? Oh my god, dude. Praise be to Lord Skitter. Oh no, it's only if you have a wicked roll. Aw, man. Aw, man. Your villain has drawn so many cards and missed so much land. It's good to be back playing Magic, am I right? There's a sense of extraordinary comfort that I feel when I'm playing Magic. It's just fun. Pinful Dwarfs is non sequitur. I'm officiating a wedding between two of my best friends later this month. During your ceremony, what did you want your officiator to say? I mean, well, we gave our, like, okay, so we did, like, a private, tiny wedding. Like, our wedding had, like, 3 people in it. Oh, wait, that's... So there's me and Brett, 5 people. 2 of them were neighbors. That we, you know, sort of bubbled with in the quarantine. And so, like, there was almost no one there, and we got married on a street corner. We got married on a street corner. And I'll tell that story later. But in these kinds of, like, tiny situations, I have officiated 2 weddings. And I genuinely think you should really just literally not do anything very fancy. You should just frickin' do some basic shit, man. Just do something solid, straightforward, and thoughtful. I have seen officiators try to be really funny. I've seen them try to do a dramatic statement of love. Do something kind of straightforward and sweet. Wire. Alright, let's see here. Very fun, adventurous little thing. See, we're not really fast. We just kind of have some solid spikes. Seer Armont the Redeemer. Create a monster roll token attached to another creature. Alright. Create a little monster. Alright, so little flapping monster. Great. Lifelink Trample. Okay. Okay, so we have the Monstrous Rage. Okay. So let's do like this. So I clearly have I clearly have a combat trick. Clearly. Shika Shogi says, whose wedding did you officiate? I will keep that information private if you don't mind. It's not that you're like somehow a piece of shit for saying that, but like I just don't want to be like, hey, do you know these people who was having their private day? Look, draw more attention to day 9 there, you know. So here's what I'm going to do. Target creature I control deals damage equal to its power to any other target, then sacrifice it. So here what I get to do is I get to say, this creature is going to deal its damage to the flyer. And because I did that, it has dealt 12 damage this turn, so we make 12 rats. What in the fuck just happened? Oh, the amount of damage dealt to it this turn. Holy shit, the words explain what the fucking cards do. Oh my god, that's not been the case. Not in the Magic I play. Holy shit, today sucks. Today's a trash day. It's really bad to be back playing Magic. I'm gonna fucking throw up. This sucks, man. Oh well. Who would have thunk, man? I was like, dude, check this out. Spaghetti, top of contest says, what MMR have I reached in Mechabellum? I was about to hit 1800, and then I started experimenting around with War Factories and Rhino Crawler gameplay, and I've just hit 1300. Remind me never to try to have fun. Cooped up. Alright. Reading is rough. Reading is rough. Yeah, fucking sucks. I don't know if any of you guys have ever tried reading, but it's a pretty tough time. Dun, dun, dun. Holland Shield Hair. Target creature is plus where X is the number of creatures you control. What a wabbit. What a wascally wabbit. No blocks. Yeah, I mean, this is putting us on a hell of a clock. What a bad wabbit. Alright, I'm gonna read this again. When Stingblade Assassin enters the battlefield, destroy target creature an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. Holy shit, that's the hardest thing I have ever had to do. That I've ever had to do. You cannot believe my shock when 12 rats didn't pop out of there. I was like, man, it's really broken. This rat card's like real fucking good. Create a royal rule. So this is +1/+1 and ward 1. Okay. So why did this become +1/+1 of ward 1? Oh, enchanted creatures you control get +1/+1. Fuck. Alright, this is the game. So everyone watch, here it comes. Get ready. You're not gonna believe it. I did a non-zero amount of impact on the game today. Okay, so, I mean, I'm literally just gonna go grab a giant, play the grabby giant, and chill. Sawman, 85, 144 months in a row. 12 times 12, my god. Says I'm almost the sub-age of a teenager. What an absolute turkey. Oh my god. So I have to chump one here, is that right? I think I just chump this one to block 4 and I go down, and then I sit. So I'm going to sacrifice a land, because I want to maximize the amount of potential mana I can have. Okay. Rat out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm so close. Alright. Alright, I mean, this is going to be rough. That is a 4-5 with trample, so I have to be very careful of how I do the blocks there. If there is such a block that would let me live. This is the game. No, I'm a 1-1, no! Okay, so I think that we are irredeemably fucking hosed here. Because even if I literally double block this, 2 damage would go through. Oh, this is the game. This is the game! We said, may I request an Angry Goth Teenager sub badge this year? Sawman, I don't... are there Angry Goth emotes lurking around Twitch? Are they lurking around? Is there one hiding around every corner? I do think so. I do think so. Actually, wait, you can... There it is. There it is. Mittens the Cat has the one and only swamp icon. Day Black. Oh, there you go. So this is an awkward hand, because Monstrous Rage and Shared Animosity support creatures being on the board. I mean, the Voracious Vermin helps a great deal, actually. Agatha's Soul Cauldron, a mythic. You may spend mana as though it were a mana of any color to activate abilities of creatures you control. Creatures with +1/+1 counters on them have all activated abilities of all creatures exiled with this. Exile a card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter to a creature you control. Okay, so it buffs things, and if you're buffed with the Cauldron, then you get all the abilities that were put into the soup. You get it, right? You're literally throwing the dead into the Cauldron, cooking them, and buffing them with +1/+1, and then they get the abilities. That's sweet. Until it beats me, in which case it's a fucking terrible design, and these lazy Magic the Gathering devs want everyone to be overpowered against me, huh? Alright, is this constructed? This is sealed, Toki Floats. The sealed is the deal. Vigilance. Haste as long as you own a card. Not super pleased about this current gameplay state. So this is going to be +3/+0. Excuse me, +3/+1. This is not actually a good situation to be in. If I played Shared Animosity, how much would I get out of that? I think I just take the damage here again. 6 damage going to 12 is actually okay. Another red mana would be pretty great here. Oh, do I not have... I don't even have Untapped open. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Untapped Companion. Hold on one sec. Let me enable this. Oh, everything's so hard today. Quick, open this. Oh, God. Extensions. Untapped. It's downloading updates. Oh, my God, my extensions. And... oh, my God. Activate this. Set as overlay 1. Done. Oh, my God. It's installing updates. Excuse me, sweetheart. Something's happening. Oh, God. Oh. It might be on in a moment. It's still updating. It's still updating. Yo, this is awesome. This is a really good card. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shared animosity. Or do I do this? I think Wicked Sewer Witch is way too strong here. I think that's right. Robo Toaster says, I've finally caught up with your Baldur's Gate 3 vids on YouTube, and your fight in the Goblin Camp was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Dude. That was so good. Rotated. Alright. Exile top 2, face down. You may look at and play those cards for as long as they remain exiled. Great, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Shared Animosity, where each gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking creature of that type. So we have 4 others, so each one will get +4/+0, and then I'll give Trample, and we should just blow them out. Blow them out and blow them up. Dude, that fight in the Goblin Camp. Okay, I'm going to hold my hand up in a second, and I'm going to be telling the story of that fight. And while my hand is held up, I am telling the story. And then when I put it down, I'm done with the story. So that way, if you don't want spoilers for my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. But last week, I was at the Goblin Camp, and there was some guy who was saying he's the roughest, toughest goblin in town. There's lady goblins who are like, oh my god, Crusher, you're so amazing. So Crusher said, yeah, you look like a little weakling. I could beat the shit out of you. So naturally what I did is I did an intimidation check to be like, no, I'll beat the shit out of you. Okay? So what winds up happening is I roll the intimidation check, it succeeds, and then my character steps forward and Crusher backs up all scared. So what I do is I have to roll another intimidation check when I say, kiss my feet. Okay? Kiss my feet. I roll, I fail it, and then he decides that he and the 3 groupies he's with are going to beat me up. It enters combat. But I don't realize that it's this guy, these 3 groupies, but not this random citizen who's here. So I have my vampire character in the party just bite the nearby citizen, which causes the entire town to suddenly aggro on me. The literal entire town shows up. All of them. So now all of a sudden I have like 20 goblins coming at me, and plus a huge ogre that was guarding the gate. So I have this iron flask in my inventory that says, used to contain friend or foe alike. So I thought, oh my god, I'll throw this iron flask at the ogre, it will capture him, and I'm over leveled right now. I am like a level 4 or 5 party, and all these goblins are level 1 and 2. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay. So I have this gigantic level advantage, but I'm still worried, right? I'm still really, really worried. So this is why I throw out the iron flask. So I figure if I can just delete this one goblin, I'll be in good shape. If I can just delete this one goblin, 5, 10, 15... Gotcha. So if I can just destroy this this one ogre in the goblin camp, I'll be okay. So I throw the iron flask, but it turns out the iron flask is containing a level 5 beholder, a giant demonic entity from another dimension. The beholder pops out. It's like 3 times larger than anything else on the battlefield, and it then starts killing everything that it can see, me and the goblins alike. So I go fucking hide, leaving behind 2 of my party members to die, while the beholder kills everything, and all the goblins start shooting at the beholder. It's shooting back. And finally, the beholder's down at like 1 life, and a single living goblin like shoots an arrow at it and kills it. And then I go out and I kill that goblin, and I loot the entire goblin town. They are all dead. Like, there is not a single living goblin left at that encampment. And when I went inside to the keep, the guy in there was like, I wonder what all the racket is out there. They should keep it down. God, I'm such a gamer. And... all right, you like that? Hey, did everyone like the handhold method? So, by the way, I want to point to the fact that that game is kind of what the deck plan is. I'm not going to win that fast. But what I am going to do is win in a pretty rat-tastic fashion, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just going to play the Grabby Giant. I think it's fine. Cut in is going to give me Young Hero. Simon says, I've also tried Baldur's Gate 3, but all my stories end with me getting brutally killed. Well, I'm doing a no save scum run. So if I die, I die. And then I need to, like, run back to a town and get a scroll of Revivify. So I don't know the combat tricks enough, but I assume it's that rat out one where you give -1/-1. I don't know if there's something that can give it like +1/+1 or something. So we have Shatter the Oath and we have Cut In, but we don't have enough black mana to do much of anything at all. It is I, a young hero. We have a lot of value in the hand, so I think we just play this quite slowly. What does this do? Until end of turn, target creature you control gains when this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped, then create a wicked roll. Nice! Superb! That's like really cool. What a cool combat trick. Nice. Alright, Candy Grapple. Ow, 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 ow. Whiffing on the black mana is a little bit painful, but I think this might actually be the video game. Villain's doing the same thing that we're trying to do. They're just doing it with a better ordering of cards. And we might lose this, and that is A-okay. I kind of want to do another Sealed. I'm not going to lie. Building that deck was a ton of fun. Cyanosaurus Rex says, hey man, cool content. Hey, thanks. Cool commentary, my dude. Oh, Tangled Colony can block. Alright, this is the game. Ah, shit. Alright. 2-2. What are you gonna do? I think that our deck is a little light on the low end, but I don't think it's extremely light on the low end. We have gotten a little awkward with our draws, and I think if we had better draws, we'd be doing slightly better, but not a huge amount. Hey, 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 my cards, yeah. Bargain in Spain. Dude, going first, my favorite. You know, I actually think it's better to just send out the Buried Spear Guard right away. Which episode on the YouTube playthrough would I find the story you mentioned? the... It's, I think... ...12. 11, 12, or 13 is the one. 11-ish, 12-ish, 13. 11. Okay, great. We're getting confirmation from chat. I was just like taking my streams and like multiplying out and like adding 1 because like that's... Yeah, I'll do this and I'll do the exile too. What? No. Oh my god, my tapped creature. Oh no. Oh my god. Bang, boom. Villain's done. God, Baldur's Gate 3 is just kill, whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, you may pay 1 and do some shit. But for now, this is just a target for Stone Splitter Bolt. Great. So I could sack this and deal 2 times 4, but I still wouldn't be able to play this. So what I should actually do is I should just go X equals 4. Not bargain it. X damage creature planeswalker. Bye-bye. Swinging for 5, staying alive. Spurgatron. It has been a little bit. Spurgatron swung in on our beautiful Tuesday with 10 gifted subs and said, "We are pregnant." You and me are? Or is it you and your spouse? In both cases, congratulations. But if it is us, I do have some naming ideas that I'd like to run by you. Congratulations, Spurgatron. Got it, Spurgat going on. Fantastic. Thank you for giving us a wonderful 10 gifted subs on this wonderful, wonderful news. Coming in. Yeah, I strongly recommend that you name your child Cacox Desalt Nutby. Fey into the court, draw 3, then create a 1/1. Only block creatures with flying. Alright. Alright, we're gonna have some rats coming in as well as a dog. Dude, my opponent just started popping off. Yo, what the heck? Bing bong. That's really good. So we have 15 health, so when we swing, my opponent can swing back for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is not nearly enough. So we are going to go ahead and get a 3-1, a 3-1, and a 5-2. Edgewall Pact can't be blocked unless it's double blocked. Harried Spearguard doesn't have a good block. Tangled Colony seems like the most sensible one, but that means we still get 3 for 6. We will then take a chunk of damage, which generates a chunk of rats. So, so Baldur's Gate 3 playlist on YouTube complete? Hard to tell in absence of numbers. What do you mean by complete? Gotcha. Yeah, again, our deck does not win fast, but it does win in big bursts like that. I wish we maybe had like 2 more 2-drop creatures. Is there a Twitch overlay for MTG up and running? It does appear to be up and running, so I'd be curious if any of you are having some issues with that. Oh, I see. Based on the titles of the videos, I wasn't sure if they were everything or just highlights. Yes, let me speak a little bit to that. If it's a playlist for one of our games, it is pretty much always going to just be... or if it's like a single-player game, it's just broken up into chunks. And the editing work is often to like, hey guys, we're live, I'm gonna chat and shoot the shit for 20 minutes. Anyways, now I'm gonna start playing. Extort? Extort is back? I love the extort mechanic. Artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. It's a classic. Yeah, so often our highlights are specifically labeled as highlights as well. That's another thing to note. I'm going to go ahead and do cut in on this and make the rat a young hero. Because now our rat will actually have the opportunity to grow in size. Look at him, growing up and swelling up. So nice, so big. Charade of numbing depths. I should have swung first, then would have gotten a +1/+1 counter. Dude, Twisted Sewer Witch, what a bomb. What a bomb.com. What a bam.cam. Do you wish to extort? Blind obedience. Sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token. So... how do I want to just win the video game here? I don't want to do that one. So we'll probably callous this and have this creature I control deal damage to that creature, killing it. That one gets bigger, and in the end, it doesn't even matter. Leave up enough to candy grapple. I will get the counter to resolve first. Also, a note about our YouTube. We've kind of changed our approach to YouTube in sort of two fundamental ways. Fundamental way one is we actually began to give a shit about it. Boom! Oh, it's so amazing! Because many of you know that earlier this year, on April 14th, we announced that we had gotten funding for a game studio. And as many of you will be unsurprised to hear, it took a lot of time to get there. That was a lot of work to do that, just to do the launching of it. Now, it still has... there's still lots of things to do game-wise, but we also said, hey, once we get this thing up and started, we want to revisit our YouTube and actually put in more concerted effort to it. So that's the first thing, is just generally. And so in the sort of short term, what we've been trying to do is be more intentional with the content we're uploading. Because for a long time, every minute that I was live would just go on YouTube, and that was it. It was basically like, here's today's broadcast, and then Tuesdays, and then Thursdays, and then Friday. And so what we've done is, first of all, we are trying to, like with Magic the Gathering, instead of just uploading, here's like 6 hours of playing, or let me do a better example since there are actual games of this. With Mechabellum, instead of just uploading all 6 hours and that's it, we upload the interesting games. And if you go to the description of those, you can still get access to the full VOD. I mean, they're set to private, so they're not dumped into the YouTube algorithm. So if you want to watch the old way, you still just get to do that. But we're trying to make, like, the first video that you would see, like, an actual thoughtfully constructed set of stuff. This card has been very middling for me. I think I might replace it with just another creature. Cool card. Love the design of this. Now, we only do the full vid. Like, for instance, with Baldur's Gate 3, we are uploading every second of the Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, in which I am playing that game. +1/+1 and Ward 1. Alright, this is fine. And so, like, I want to give a shout out to our editor, Ed. And we say Ed the editor because that's his name and that's funny. But I think more precisely, Ed has just been really has been leading the charge in making our YouTube good. I mean, I give immense credit to Ed for just kind of single-handedly annihilating as a creative. I'm just going to play the 4-2. Do I have anything that can destroy this? I don't think so. Alright. Not too torn up about this, because this is only a 2-2. Only a 2-2. I mean, this does totally suck ass that I can't do this. You know, I'm just literally going to do this. I need more damage. I don't actually think we're going to be able to get very far unless we start to outpace them in damage. Besotted Knight. What a beautiful name. Besotted Knight. Oh, that's incredible. And if you destroy the target, the entire adventure card goes to the graveyard. Nice. Now, do I want to get the Grabby Giant, or do I want to get the Edgewall pack? I think I will just play the Grabby Giant for now. Because this will prevent aggression from the Toadstool Admirer, and then we can swing back. We also have Cut In. Alright, so this has Ward 3. Not much we can really do about that. My opponent swings, I will trade here. That's the best trade ever. This Menacer is terrific. Young Hero is toughness 3 or less. So we can shoot something and presumably cut in on the Edgewall pack. Now, this thing swings. We are still very much so ahead in the race. Now, Edgewall pack, again, does have Menace. Ooh, that's a nasty good draw. I fucked up so bad. This is till the end of your next... oh, my God. Okay, so what my brain did is it went, oh, yeah, this is like that old red effect. Exile these cards. The end step after this one, do XYZ thing. Create 2 tokens that are copies of it. Alright, we are so fucked. We really screwed the pooch here. Is this 4 damage target creature? Alright. So wait, this is... oh, shit. Did I just fucking lose the game? Alright, I screwed up real bad. This is my young rat hero. No. So I hope that my opponent makes a big mistake. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Gruff Triplets is a sweet card, man. Come on, makey a mistakey. Ward 1 Trampler. Not vigilant, right? No blocks. Alright, well, shit. Alright. Well. This is the game. Yeah, we couldn't shoot the Admirer last turn because it has total of Ward 3. This is the only block that my opponent can do. Alright, well, there was that turn that we screwed up where we cast this at the wrong time. But all in all, pretty pleased with how well our very first See No cards sealed went. That was a ton of fun. I think I went 3-3, is that right? 4-3. Oh my god. And we even have a prediction that we get to... Ooh. Oh, I didn't create the prediction? Whoops. I didn't create an opportunity to gamble points. We'll have no worries.